Guys, this is Eggchen, and I'm going to break down the producer live letter number 82. These things are getting longer and longer. The recording went on for 4 hours and 51 minutes. And I'm not going to call out any other content creators, but their summaries are getting pretty long. With that said, I'm going to change the format of this and actually give you what you just need to know and cut out a lot of the nonsense and daydreaming that you're going to find elsewhere. In fact, I'm going to put a recap chapter at the end, so if you only have a minute or two, there you go. So enough of that, let's get to it. One of the first things they opened up with was this new launch trailer showing off tons of in-game footage. I will put a link of the trailer in the description below so you can watch it for yourself if you like. The trailer is nice and I'll be playing in the background throughout the video. Let's move on to the highlights. New cities and areas. I'm going to be butchering all of these pronunciations, so here we go. Tulul. If you didn't know, it'll be the new main city similar to Old Charlian. Here they show a night screenshot and it does look very nice. I'll be showing you the screenshots that they showed us, but I'll let you decide what you think on your own. They did comment on each screenshot, but nothing worth highlighting per se. Next is Urko Pacha. Kazuyama Uka. Yaktalel. Shaloni. They did mention the drastic differences in themes, and I can't disagree. The two futuristic areas highlighted here are Heritage Found and Solution 9. Take a good look at the motorcycles and the cars here in the screenshot, because they are potential mounts. They did even mention that there's a mount here that transforms. The following are the key characters that were covered. I will not be reading each of these descriptions. The Dontro website has been updated, and I believe these have the exact slides. I will put a link in the description for you as well if you are interested in reading this on your own. Welklamat, Aaronville, Kryl, Thancred, Urianje, Gulul Jaja, Zuralja, Koana, Bakul Jaja, and the Enigmatic Maiden. New role quests were also added. It also looks like role quests are going to be unlocked at level 92. There will be 5 quest lines, one for each role: tank, healer, melee DPS, physical range DPS, and magical range DPS. They mention if you complete all 5 quest lines that there will be another quest to do that will be implemented around 7.1 or later. Viper and Pictomancer job quests will be added, of course. The new Disciple of Hand and Land quests will also be added. Washu Maki deliveries. Again, it will be divided into 5 different quest lines: Blacksmith Armor Goldsmith, Carpenter Leatherworker Weaver, and Alchemist Culinarian. And for the Gatherers, Miner Botanist, and Fisher on its own. Again, a quest for completing all 5 will be implemented at 7.1 or later. New dungeons. This is the dungeon you have seen if you've seen any media tour coverage, and it's been dubbed the Jungle Cruise. They show several screenshots of different dungeons here, and it looks like they only showed us the first couple to avoid any spoilers. And the first new trial is going to be Quetzalcoatl. Yoshi does pull it in this footage so we can see the new Black Mage in action along with some of the fight. Our new raid series for this expansion is going to be the Arcadian. This looks to be taking place in the Solution 9 area, and the boss looks like some cat creature in an arena looking stage. It will begin in 7.01, and Savage will release in 7.05. New treasure dungeons will be available at 7.05, and the name of it is Cenote Jaja Gurul. Let's get to the gathering and crafting adjustments. New actions and traits will be added, new gathering points will be added, new regional folklores will also be added, and a new script will be added, which will be the Orange Gatherer script. An adjustment that was made to gatherers is the integrity of the gathering spot will be shown inside of the window rather than on the target window like before. The fish guide will also now show the type of hook set required for the catch. That's a huge step in the right direction, but the fishing guide still needs a whole lot more. Crafter adjustments. These are the adjustments made for crafters. New actions and traits, new recipes, new master recipes that were received in 7.05, and a new script added, the Orange Crafter script. Let's talk about overall system updates. The new Elegant Tomestones will be called Elegant Tomestones of Aesthetics. The higher Tomestone will be called Tomestones of Holometry, and that will be introduced in 7.05. The picture shown here is a Tomestone armor set for Warrior. They do say for these next pictures that they won't reveal how these are obtained quite yet. This one does look awesome, and I guess is Samurai. The next one is for sure Dragoon, and the next one is Ninja. All very awesome looking. The last Ninja one has some parts from the PvP set, so this may be PvP gear, and the caster helmet is really awesome. Moving on, Bicolor Gemstone Max will be increased from 1000 to 1500. Also, an option to hide nearby players when close to an NPC or object with a quest icon will be added. This is so handy at the beginning of an expansion because it gets really crowded sometimes. And the 3 pictures illustrate what it would look like with the different settings. Emotes and recipes for delivery items will be accessible from the duty list. This is another great quality of life adjustment, especially for new players that have no idea what's going on sometimes with these types of quests. They also covered dyeing adjustments. 2 different dyes can now be applied to gear. Equipment supporting this new functionality will be increased each patch. An option to set favorite dyes will be added. Also, an option to say previously applied dice will also be added. So not everything will work at the beginning, but I'm guessing they'll be wrapped up by 8.0. Here they're giving a demo of the 2 dice system in action. There's a 1 slot and a 2 slot. You can play around with it to see how it affects each piece. Faceware will also be implemented. Spectacles previously available through the fashion accessories feature will be recategorized as faceware. Faceware can be equipped and saved as part of a gear set by accessing either the character menu or the main menu. So they literally added a gear slot. It obviously won't have any stats, but makes the glamoring of these items much easier. Apparently each piece of faceware will come with 11 different color variations. This may save on dyes, but at the same time it limits the color variations. Faceware can be used with other fashion accessories with this new change. Here they show off new minions and mounts. And this set of wings mount is very cool. They also show off this flying squirrel mount that I'm going to need to live. I also like this Alexander type mount. Not my favorite, but I love that it's so bulky. This purple and gold dragon looks like something they would use for trial mounts. And the alpaca here is cute. I'm a mount collector, so I will try and get this one as well. On to Fantasia adjustments. This was also mentioned in the previous live letter. For up to 60 minutes of in-game playtime, players may adjust their characters as many times as they like. The companion app also received updates. They added customization options to the main menu and wallpaper settings. Hunting, mining, botany, and fishing retainer adventures can now be assigned. This requires the in-app currencies of Kupo nuts or Mog coins. Next up, they show us the housing skin. The picture shows plants growing through the roof and almost has a Disney or whimsical look. I probably won't use it, but I like it and it'll fit perfect in the lavender beds. This next picture shows the backside apparently, and it has a rooftop patio. That is pretty awesome. The whole point of this picture is that with the graphical updates, they're able to do different things. And let's cover the upcoming schedule. June 28th is the early access launch, and July 2nd is the official Dawn Trail launch. On July 16th, 7.01 will release, which is when the Arcadian normal releases. The following will be released with 7.05, Arcadian Savage, the new treasure maps, the new tombstones of holometry, and the master recipes with the crafted gear. Everything from here on out is collab announcements for merchandise and special events. I'm not going to spend any time on that as I don't think it's of heavy interest for most of you, and this video is already getting long for a summary. Let's recap on the big dates of news. DoL Quests unlock at level 92. Arcadian Normal unlocks at 7.1 on July 16th. New Tombstones of Aesthetics will be available at 7.0. And the higher Tome of Holometry will be available at 7.05 as well. Arcadian Savage will unlock at 7.05 on July 30th. The new Trial Quetzalcoatl is confirmed. New Treasure Map Dungeon also available in 7.05, Cenote Jaja Gurul. Master Recipes and new Orange Scripts will be available at 7.05 as well. As for quality of life news and updates, bicolor gemstones increased from 1,000 to 1,500. Emotes and recipes are accessible through the duty list. An option was added to hide nearby players when close to an NPC or object. The 2 dice systems were demoed. Faceware was implemented. Fantasia adjustments were covered. And the companion app also received some updates. And finally, a new housing skin was covered. That about wraps this one up, guys. I hope you found this useful and more importantly, to the point. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.